Hello, magical beings. Did you feel an energy shift today? Did something magical happen for you today? Did you just wake up and you were like, okay, yes, I believe in magic again? Or is there something that you've been working on for a while that today you launched, or maybe you applied for a job or some funding and today you got some really great news and you've been interviewed or your funding got accepted? Just something that feels like you've been waiting a long time and you've put a lot of time and energy into, but it's been a slow burn. And then today it was like, oh my God, this is paying off. There's results. If so, I'm gonna tell you why. That is because a planet called Saturn just entered Aries today. Saturn is the teacher of I mean, you will hear people say Daddy Saturn. And it is because Saturn has this very masculine, fatherly energy. I taught this in my workshop last year during a Cancer season. And Saturn is kind of like that head teacher that, you know, you're maybe like a little bit scared of, and you're a bit like, you don't really like always want to hear what they have to say. But actually their wisdom is very, very helpful. It's just one of those things where you're like, I really know I should be doing that, and thank you, but I'm not quite ready yet. Or like the things that we resist is what Saturn teaches us. What you resist will persist. This is Saturn energy, okay? So Saturn has been in the sign of Pisces since March 2023. And when Saturn is in Pisces, Pisces is the dreamer, you know, it's the daydreamer. It thinks of everything. It holds so much in the third eye, but it's also the last sign of the zodiac. And so therefore it sometimes gets too lost in the spiritual and the mystical and the unseen realms, and it forgets how to actually implement all the knowledge it has into a tangible form in the physical world. And something that Pisces people struggle with anyway is literally just like bringing what's up here into the physical world, because they're so watery. They're ruled by Neptune and also Jupiter, so they have that like really dreamer, abundant energy. But sometimes it can be difficult for it to channel that energy in a way that is sustainable and that something is actually created out of it. So stay with me. So Saturn didn't really like being in Pisces. Like, you know, Saturn is this hard worker. It's sign that's associated with this Capricorn. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And, you know, it's here for the long run. Saturn is perseverance. It's discipline. It is integrity. It's doing the work even when you don't feel like doing it. It's like it shows up every day and it will do a little bit every day. That's Saturn. So it also teaches us, it rules time, it rules order, it rules restriction, it rules maturity. And when we are at the age of about 27 to 30, we have something called a Saturn return. You might have heard of this. Basically what this is, Saturn returns to the sign it was in when you were born. So Saturn takes 30 years to do a full round of the zodiac. So it spends 2.5 to 3 years in each sign. And when it moves sign, we can feel this collectively. Like it's something that is felt within the collective. And so when it hasn't been in the sign, you know, of Aries for 30 years, it's like suddenly there's all this energy, because Aries is the leader of the zodiac. Aries is the initiator. Aries is headstrong. Aries gets shit done. Aries is ruled by Mars. It's masculine. It's fire. It's like, I'm gonna do the motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So it is like the complete opposite of Pisces. So Saturn and Pisces is like, we have all these dreams and these daydreams, but we're not actually actualizing them, manifesting them. We're just like in the first stage of manifestation. And then boom, Saturn goes into Aries. It's like, okay, how do I actually make my dreams a reality? Like, what steps do I need to take? And in some ways it's also like just doing the thing without thinking about it, not letting ourselves get caught up in thought and emotion. Very Pisces energy. Aries is headstrong, so sometimes it doesn't think before it speaks. It just does. It does what it, you know, what it's gonna do. So what I would say about this transit is gear up. Gear up, because now is the time to step into your power, honey. This is about self-leadership. Saturn in Aries is not here to play. It's like, we're going to do the thing. You know, we have to take the steps necessary to make our dreams a reality. It's a wake-up call. Now is the time, you know. So basically, if you were born in 1997, where are my 1997 babies at? You officially have just started your Saturn return, honey. The time's here. So what does this mean? So Saturn returns can feel very unnerving, very much like the rug is getting like pulled out from beneath you. You know, the walls are closing in. It's like, holy shit, fuck. It's like 27's age when you're like, okay, God, I really feel like I'm transitioning into adulthood. Or when you have your Saturn return, it's really like shedding all of the energy from your teenage years and these like old identities and actually like stepping into like maturity order. Like, how do you want your life to be? What steps are you taking towards making that reality? So all of y'all 1997 babies are going to be feeling this. This is your motherfucking year to get shit done. So what I want you to do is look at your birth chart. You can use a tool, an online tool like AstroSeek. Love that one. And you want to put in your birth details and you want to look at what sign and what house Saturn is in your natal chart. This will tell you how your Saturn return is going to affect you and what the house is like, which area of life that's going to appear for you in, which area of life is going to be the most impacted by this transit for you specifically, and what sign it's in is going to give you more information as well about the energy, how that's going to feel for you. And then you also want to look at your houses and look at what house is ruled by Aries, or if you have any planets in Aries, this is going to give you more information about this transit as well. So even if you're not having your Saturn return, if you weren't born in 1997, you want to look at your Saturn placement and what house or planets you have in Aries. And if you're like, I can't be bothered doing that, then just message me and book a session and we can do it together. And if you are a Saturn in Aries 1997 baby, then I'm offering a discount on my astrology readings. You're going to get £10 off, so it'll be £60 for the session. So if you want to explore that, let me know. Just drop me a message. But basically, this transit is like, are you going to put in the work? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do the thing that you've been talking about and dreaming about and all your friends are sick of hearing? Are you going to do that thing? Yes, you are. You're going to do it. And it's going to take off this year. Those are the vibes, people. But one last thing, what is even more magical about this transit, what is even more powerful, is like we have Saturn moving into Aries, right? But Saturn is also conjunct Neptune in Aries because Neptune moved into Aries a couple weeks ago. And so Neptune is the planet of dreams, it's idealism, it's spirituality, it's mysticism, and Saturn is how you actually implement that in your life. Saturn and Neptune coming together in this way is really, really powerful. It allows both sides of our brain to come together and go, okay, we have the vision and we know the steps that we need to take. This is the initiation into your highest hopes and your deepest dreams and desires. And honestly, this transit feels a bit like, oh my God, I've been sleeping on my dreams. Oh my God, I've been doing nothing for the past 3 years. Like, it will feel like that because Saturn and Neptune have been in Pisces. So we've all been wearing rose tinted glasses and kind of just deep in our feels and deep in the subconscious. So when we come out of that and we come into Aries, which is ruled by Mars, it's like, what the fuck? It's literally like when you're like, oh my God. Like if you stop going to the gym and then you go to the gym for like the first time in 6 months, you're like, why did I ever stop? Don't be hard on yourself with this, you know, like use this fire, allow it to come through, but honor the fact that we need to go through, astrology teaches us that we need to go through all the stages of our humanness, the whole spectrum of being and feeling, you know, and after water, there is fire. Fire is for creation. So yeah, sending love to all my 1997 babies out there. And like I say, if you want to know more about how these transits are going to affect you directly, then you know where I am. Would love to do an astrology reading and tap into this together.